Unfortunately, I did find out some news that I was not prepared for. All right, so today is blood work day. I am nervous, but also equally excited because I'm so ready to get answers. But I am almost certain that I have hormone imbalance. So to see that proven by blood work, I think will be a little bit relieving. I also could bet that I have high cortisol. I don't know, they're gonna test for everything, so let's go. Just got back home a little bit ago from my appointment. I guess I can probably take this off now, but honestly, it was not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I'm just such a baby when it comes to basically anything medical. But as I'm aging, I am just noticing so much worse, like PMS, which I've read can be a sign of perimenopause. I don't know. So the place I go to is local. She actually does my, what is this called? Brain fog, see? Dysport. Also offers peptide therapy, which is what caught my eye. I've been reading so much into peptides and how they really are the future of medicine, especially women my age. And so she recommended that we start out with a full panel of blood work to kind of see where I'm at, because I may need hormone therapy as well. I'm just fascinated by the whole thing. One peptide that I'm very interested in looking into is Simorlin. My sleep quality has been, quite frankly, in the shitter. Hormones all over the place. Like I said, PMS is terrible. I have had weight gain. I need to lose, I would say, 15 to 20 pounds, honestly, to feel comfortable. And it's just slowly kind of stacked on. And I feel like I am doing the things I used to do and it's just not working like it used to. Stress, anxiety is high. I know my cortisol is probably high. Emotions are all over the place. So like I said, I just can't wait to find out answers. Thrive Market sent me a gift. I've shared with y'all about Thrive Market before, how much I love their healthy and organic snacks for the kids especially. Almond flour pumpkin muffin bread, Balsamo white cedar rosy hand wash, apple pie stuffed oats, almond flour pumpkin pancake mix. This is another thing I have not seen in our local grocery store, but I'm excited to try. I love a good Aperol spritz. This is a good non-alcoholic spin on that sumac and chili spritz drink. And then another non-alcoholic spritz drink. So this has L-theanine, reishi mushroom, and lion's mane, which are so great for stress levels. And I know mine have been high, so I can't wait to try that. Thank you so much, Thrive Market. That was such a nice surprise. If you have not tried Thrive Market, I'll leave my link here and in the description below. You can save on your first order and receive a free gift. I just pulled up to my lab review appointment and I'm so fucking nervous. I'm just trying to prepare myself. Am I going to receive bad news? It's like I want to know, but I'm also terrified to know. It's been a couple days now since I got my lab results back, and it's taken me a couple days to process, and I've been super emotional all over the place, but I will fill you guys in with all of my results, my treatment, symptoms, all that good stuff later on. One thing I did find out that I need to do is increase my protein intake and increase weightlifting. So the past couple days, Brian and I have gone to the gym. We've done upper body. I've been tracking everything that I eat in an app so that I can fully make sure I'm getting enough protein. So right now, Brinley and I are actually gonna head to the grocery store. We're gonna make a high protein chicken buffalo dip. It's perfect for game day or any meal, really. I really want to share the recipe because it's so good. I have not even put shoes on yet, but this is my game day outfit. I love these barrel jeans. They do run a little bit big. This little top I got at Target, burnt orange for the Longhorns. Okay, so we got all of our ingredients we need to make our cheesy buffalo chicken dip. You're just gonna need some chicken tenders, 2 packs of shredded cheddar cheese, some cream cheese, ranch dressing, Frank's Red Hot, celery sticks, carrot sticks, and tortilla chips to dip it in. It's really simple to make, and I can link the whole recipe below, but you basically just boil the chicken until it's cooked and then shred it all up, mix together all the ingredients, throw it in the oven, and you're done. It's just an easy, high protein meal that our whole family loves, so I hope you enjoy it too. Table. Ain't fixed, but I'm stable. It's now Monday, about 5 days since my initial appointment, and Brian and I took the weekend to really discuss everything and process. I did just place the order for all the peptides that she prescribed me, and I'm really nervous because I never thought this would be something that I would do, honestly, ever. I have just been feeling so helpless and like my body doesn't respond to all the efforts that I'm putting in anymore. And I'm still gonna explain all of this to you guys, but I just wanted to share this moment because I am feeling nervous for this, but also really hopeful. So I'm just so ready for change. So it'll take a week or two for my peptides to come in, and I'll go in and she'll show me how to self-administer everything at home. Well, obviously it has now been a while since I filmed the rest of that video, and that is because I've been contemplating sharing so publicly all of this process because it is very vulnerable. It feels scary. I am a sensitive person, so yes, I am afraid of backlash, but also the feeling of wanting to help other women is even greater than that. I want to give big sis energy for anyone that has yet to experience any of this. I want women to connect with me and all of us who are further along on the journey and have already been through all of this to give us all of their tips. So it's something that I've been praying on and thinking about the last couple of months now. So initially after my appointment, I think I shared that I was feeling very upset and it was so hard I could not come on camera because unfortunately I did find out some news that I was not prepared for, and it just kind of shook me a little bit. So really it's just taking me time to process for myself. I have been filming behind the scenes as well. I've been taking notes of all of my symptoms and everything so I can walk you through it. So the blood work that I did was with a functional practitioner, and it was a full panel. Things that are revealed are not typically revealed in typical lab work just from a regular doctor. It was very in-depth, and mine is basically a mess. So first off the bat, cholesterol, way out of range, all over the place. DHEA is very high, and it also showed that my testosterone is high, as well as low progesterone and estrogen dominant. So basically that all means that I have androgen dominance and my hormones are very imbalanced right now. And it's also because of perimenopause, which I had been doing some research on, and I kind of wondered, am I going through perimenopause? I don't really know, but she told me that that's likely what's going on with me. With all of that said, I also have high thyroid antibodies, which is a sign of early Hashimoto's disease. That's what freaked me out the most because I really never thought that that would be a thing, because on paper, my thyroid looks normal, but then I have the antibodies showing that in the future I could develop Hashimoto's if I don't change things now. Again, this is from my understanding of what I've been told. I think I have all this right. So I think that was the thing that really freaked me out the most because I never saw that coming. I did know that I had hormone imbalance because I had been told that before, but I didn't understand what that meant. So up until this point, I have seen my doctor, and I never brought to my attention that I could be going through perimenopause, which has caused all of these other issues that I've been experiencing. So I want to back up to right after I turned 35. I'm 38 right now. So right after I turned 35 is when I all of a sudden started having terrible insomnia, terrible anxiety, and I just thought I was overwhelmed with life. I didn't know why. So that is the time that I started to go to acupuncture every single week for close to a year. And that did help me so much. I was doing everything holistic. I was eating better. I was working out. And then that's also when I became a certified meditation teacher and breathwork facilitator, which those things helped me out so much as well. But there was still something underlying that I didn't know why I was still having such terrible sleep issues and anxiety. And looking back, this is why. So I wish in hindsight I would have gotten blood work done a long time ago because I could have been on top of these things. So I think I've been grieving that. I'm kind of mad at myself that I didn't go get a full panel of blood work, kind of see what was the underlying issue. So my advice to you, if you want to take it, would be is if you're having any symptoms like anxiety, insomnia, you have hormone imbalance, if you're 35 plus, go get your blood work done because I'm already feeling so much better, and that'll be for a separate video. And of course, getting blood work done is scary, and that's why I put it off. But ultimately, I know that now I'll be on the right path. But I think it just took me getting to a point physically where I just felt so utterly miserable and didn't know what else to do because I was experiencing weight resistance, which she diagnosed me with. So for the last few years, I have been eating pretty good, working out, and somehow was still gaining weight or just fluctuating like a few pounds. And that's when I knew, oh my gosh, I've got to do something. So apparently all of these symptoms are very common with perimenopause. And again, I had no idea. I've also been reading that it's very common to have thyroid antibodies during all of this as well. So I'm just trying to learn as much as I can. I have seen other women who have the exact same symptoms that I do and are on the treatment plan that I'm about to tell you about, and their thyroid antibodies are gone. So I'm hopeful that that will happen at some point. So let me walk you through everything my practitioner prescribed for me. So the very first thing I started on was progesterone, and I was terrified to start it, but obviously I know my body needs it. This is bioidentical HRT progesterone, which, I've read all the studies on that as well. I was terrified that, what if it causes cancer? Bioidentical is the best form from what I've read to take. So that's what I'm on. I'm on 100 milligrams a night every single night. That has helped my sleep tremendously. I'm not waking up in the middle of the night and can't go back to sleep. Like I feel so much more calm overall, and the sleep has just been so much better. So I'm so thankful for that. So the other supplements that she put me on right away to help deal with the androgen dominance and then estrogen dominance, because all of my levels were just out of whack, is DIM. This is support for healthy estrogen metabolism to help regulate those levels. And then she put me on this seleno iodide, and this helps with the thyroid antibodies. Along with that, she also told me to take fish oil supplements every single day, which I had been doing anyway, but that helps with inflammation because I do have really high inflammation in my body. Basically, all of my issues are a trickle effect. Everything has stacked on each other, starting with the hormone imbalance, and everything has kind of just spawned from there. She also told me to do weight training 3 times a week, which I had been implementing again more, but I used to be a runner and I do miss running, but in midlife, that's kind of one of the worst things you can do because it does drive inflammation and I need to lower inflammation. So I have gotten a weighted vest and I've been going on weighted vest walks in the neighborhood. I still do my Peloton sometimes. And then at the gym, I'll do stair stepper, walking on incline. And other than that, lifting weights. She said that that would be the number one thing that would help me as far as working out goes. Along with that, to increase my protein intake. So the next thing that she prescribed me, because again, I originally went into her office because she did dysport on my forehead, and I found out that she offers peptides, which I had been reading about. So that's kind of why I went in and got started on all of this. And originally I was looking at Sermorelin because it helps to cut down body fat and also boost better hair, skin, all of that kind of stuff. But after learning about all of my issues, she suggested Tesamorelin with Ipamorelin. Tesamorelin helps to cut down visceral body fat, which I definitely have too much of. It increases muscle mass, and then the Ipamorelin helps with sleep quality. So she did prescribe me that. It's an injectable, which I never thought in my entire life I would ever be able to inject myself with anything. The thought of any needles, like even getting Botox, freaked me out so bad. But again, I was at a point where I was so miserable that I would just do anything to feel better. So along with the Tesamorelin and Ipamorelin, she also prescribed me Tirzepatide, which freaked me out because I never set out to be on that or any GLP-1. I know there's so much backlash. In fact, I don't know, a couple years ago, I was pretty critical of people who were on it, and I thought it's just cheating. Why? I didn't understand it at all. The reason that she prescribed that for me is because it's also been shown to help with autoimmune conditions like my thyroid antibodies. There's been studies that it has lowered that completely, gotten rid of autoimmune issues. It also lowers inflammation. So she told me my body basically needs all of these right now, along with all of the other lifestyle changes that we are implementing. And again, just saying this out loud is so crazy because I never in a million years would have ever thought that I would be on any of these things, much less injecting myself. It just seems so taboo and so crazy. But if you do the research, and I encourage you all, do your own research because there are a lot of good studies on different peptides. They're huge in the biohacking longevity community. So again, I encourage you to do your own research. So it was, I think, a week and a half or so after she prescribed me all of this, maybe even a couple of weeks, that I just talked about it with Brian and went back and forth. Should I do it? Should I not? Ultimately, I did place an order for the Tesamorelin, Ipamorelin, and the Tirzepatide. The Tirzepatide is a microdose, so that made me feel so much better that it's just a tiny amount that will help to lower the inflammation, that will help to lower the autoimmune issues, and to help me get out of this weight resistance zone that my body has been in because of all of the hormone imbalance. So the Tesamorelin, Ipamorelin is already mixed in a vial, and it is to be injected 10 units Monday through Friday, so 5 nights a week. And then the Tirzepatide is, like I said, a microdose, and that is just injected 1 time a week. So I did go ahead and order those things. As soon as they came in, I went into her office and she helped me inject it because I was just so terrified. It wasn't even a big deal at all. And that first week, I think I lost like 3.5 pounds of straight inflammation. My body just feels so much better already. But I really want to give updates on everything else and how it's been going in a separate video, so this one isn't too long and overwhelming. So if you're 35 plus, I highly encourage you to go get blood work done if you're having any symptoms at all, because perimenopause does start 10 to 15 years before menopause. I did also partner with a telehealth medicine company that offers peptides, also HRT, and I know sometimes it's hard to find a functional practitioner in your area, so I will link all that information below in the description box if you are looking for peptides. I believe they even offer a payment plan, so payments can be split up, because I know they are pricey, but when they're life-changing, that's so worth it. So I hope you enjoy this video, and I will see you all in the next one for my midlife glow up journey.